It has been 1 year since the doom of Valyria, since the 14 flames erupted and destroyed the Valyrian freehold, killing all of the famous families, the dynasties, and the dragons. Decades before the Targaryens left because of Daenerys the Dreamer, and just a few short months before Valyria, our own character had his own dreams of a destiny. Welcome back, guys. This is Sword of the Evening. We're here with our first, or one of our first, custom house playthroughs in CK3 AGOT. And we're here with a custom house, a Valyrian dragon riding house, that managed to escape the doom, months before because of our character's dragon dreams. So we had taken our family from the doom and traveled across the disputed lands, Volantis Mere, and we heard of the Targaryens' refuge in Dragonstone. However, they would not accept us, as we were lesser than them. However, the North, the Starks have a precedent of accepting those who would serve them indefinitely, such as the Manderleys when they were banished from the Reach by the Gardener Kings and the Peaks. It was here in the North where our character, Maegor Nykeorves of House Nykeorves, met with the Stark King of Winter, Jorah Stark. And on the battlefield of an invading wildling force, Maegor and Jorah became blood brothers. And Jorah knew exactly where he could house this Valyrian family. Sea Dragon Point, which holds the ancient Warg King's castle. The ruins of the Warg King castle are the ancient remains of the castle of the Warg King still lie on the tip of Sea Dragon Point. One of the first to be defeated by the Kings of Winter, and many of which believe the ruins are haunted to this day. What a fitting place for a northern Valyrian dragon rider to call home. So, Maegor here and his two wives, Emma, who is a bastard of House Drace, one of the ancient Valyrian houses. Maegor actually dons the ancestral armor of House Drace, which was recovered before the doom from Lady Emma. And he has a second spouse, Dana Cerelion. And then Maegor has his own sword, a Valyrian steel-forged sword, called Koenig's Frost. The crossguard of this longsword is fashioned in the shape of wings with a large blue sapphire at the center. Its pommel, crafted out of the same blue-tinted steel, depicts the head of a falcon with gold streaks. I think I would like to change that instead of it be a falcon to a dragon. I can't change the description there, but it's not a falcon, it is a dragon. So he does have a Valyrian steel sword, our family does. And that is where we sit 1 year after the doom with the young lord. They call him the Golden Eye because if we come closer here in the barbershop, you may notice that he has... Let's see, can I zoom in here? Yes. He has two distinct colored eyes. He has one gold and one purple. The amethyst eye color of his, of the Valyrian blood. And then he has a golden eye. He has scars from his run-in with the wildlands just a few years ago, and we need to change, what he is wearing. Because, he's not a Stormlander. I think we might throw on armor, just because, it's a little fitting. Maybe a Dragon Rider garb instead. We'll throw on the dynastic plate of the dragon. Right. So we have Lord Maegor Nykeorves and his spouse, Lady Emma, a bastard. He does have a dragon, by the way. The young she-dragon, Mahisha, named after the Valyrian dragon god of fertility. And the dragon definitely shows that off with fertile and swift. So we start here 1 year after the Doom. We have no heir. We have 2 brides. And we are friends with King Jorah. Similar in age. He has no children of his own, or no children of his own. These are all his siblings, and he's also unwed. So we're going to come in here real quick. We're going to proclaim a dynastic nickname. And we are going to be... instead of the dragon, we're going to do Ice Dragon. So if we get a nickname, it'll be the Black Ice Dragon, the Red Ice Dragon. And I think that kind of fits. So let them know our name. I love how we can buy knighthood. We're not going to worry about that. We also have no heir. However, I hope with our lustful trait and having 2 brides, we'll quickly get that done. We're going to come into... Seems we have an intrigue perk. I don't know why, but that's okay. We're going to go into... Kind of want to get groomed to rule first. So we're going to go into diplomacy and do family first. And we are going to take like weeds in a garden to get extra fertility. We're not very intriguey. 20 diplomacy, 20 martial, 15 stewardship, 13 intrigue. I guess we're a little bit more intrigue than I thought. 15 learning and 33 prowess. We're getting +9 of which from our Valyrian steel sword, Koenig's Frost. We can pay homage to our king, King Jorah. But I think we're going to wait for right now. So, a current little look here. There's the Kingdom of the Vale with Jon Arryn. There is the Stormlands, which encumbers the Crownlands. And, of course, the Riverlands. Until the Ironborn want to come and do the thing. We have King Corran, the Hunting Whore of House Whore. King of the Iron Islands. There's the Kingdom of the Rock with Tom II. And there is the Gardener King, King Garland VI, as well as Dorne. Now, if we also come down here, there are other dragon riders that seem to have, dragon riding families that seem to have survived the Doom. There is House Nykeorves, House Viserion, Emerion. It's not a Valyrian house. And then there's 2 more over here, I believe. Penharion. And that's it. Right, so there's a few Valyrians down here near Sotheros. As well as one of these titles has the Toad chair. So maybe we might be able to reconnect in the future with more Valyrians. Especially House Nykeorves. I think they're too far away for us to interact, yeah. He has no spouse. She perished in the Doom. So they might go extinct very soon here, honestly. Oh, we already did this. Ice Dragon. We're gonna unpause here. We're also very stressed out already. Probably from escaping the Doom. We have no player error. I wonder if this is just bugged out, or if you can continuously change it. Anyways. We do have a band of Dragon Knights and some other Valyrian men that followed us, our host. And would you look at that, Lady Emma, also known as Emma Dace, or Drace, is with child, which is great. I'm gonna move here to 5 speed, and we'll see if there's another wildling attack here, if they rally with another king beyond the wall. A lot of northern houses don't appreciate us following the 14 Flames religion, but that is, I think that's okay. We do have one vassal, House Still. Interesting. And we're currently trying to increase control and convert and promote the culture here. You know, I don't think she would ever disrespect our marriage. So we have a son, Valyrian. There is the House Valyrian. He did get handsome and intelligent. I don't think we're gonna name him Valyrian. I think we will do... He will be Maegor, second of his name. I like doing that. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel here, so this guy, Vagon Hurleys, one of the members who followed us, he's a veteran adventurer, by the way. He wants to marry a woman named Amiria. She's just, you know what, we'll let that happen. We'll let you marry her. She does have Valyrian blood, which is always good. So yeah, unicorns on Skagos. I actually kind of like the Valyrian northern mix that we have going on here. According to both myth and maesters, on the island of Skagos lay a unique and puzzling beast, now extinct from the mainland. It is shaggy and a powerful beast that has replaced the horse in parts of this world. On its head lay a single horn that is highly valued by traders across the known world. The Skagosi ride this beast into battle whenever conflicts calls. Together, Skagosian beast on the flesh of the or feast on the flesh of their slain foes. The beast is none other than the unicorn, a ferocious beast capable of holding its own against the likes of even dire wolves. The unicorn is no beast to tempt, and this is why the Skagosi domesticated them. I think they're actually more like woolly rhinos that eat flesh. I would love to visit the Skagosi one day. A faction. It's a loyalist faction, so we don't really need to worry about that. We've been invited to Lord Dustin's, Shireen Dustin's funeral. We are going to attend that. It's only right that we start to commune a little bit. Oh, hey, that woman he married is also good at her job. However, it doesn't matter because we are going to take flight on the back of Mahisa. It's only right that we try to learn the northern ways. So we're going to join Lord Dustin's funeral for, I'm assuming, his daughter. Yes, his daughter. How did she die? Died of unknown causes. That's not good. I think she was assassinated. We're also going to use this time to attempt to befriend Lord Jor. He's very close to us. Lord Bolton. I think it makes sense that we try to become friends with Lord Mormont while we attend the funeral. Oh, a pity. It's okay. We visit the Great Barrow. Underneath the Barrow Hall is a Great Barrow, said to be the home of the first king, or a king of giants. Good to know. Funeral arrival. We'll never forget her. We never met the girl. But if the Starks vouch for the Dustins, then we will grieve for her. 78% chance we get some prestige. Get some... We'll get an opinion by Brandon Bolton. This is Lord Dustin. We're gonna try and comfort him. So he believes somebody killed her because we're getting the vengeful proc. Hunch before me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, is her sister, Shira's sister, Macy. I would just do a quiet nod. Oh, we could grow a friendship with her. Actually, we'll do that. She's comforted. I don't think we are going... I guess we can speak of her virtues. We didn't know the girl. We've just had a daughter named Daenerys. We're going to keep that. And in the ways of our kin, we're going to betroth Maegor to his sister. Daenerys. We're going to go back to the funeral here. Now the time has come to commit Sharia's final rites before her journey into the hereafter. Sharia lays wrapped in fine white fabrics atop a towering funeral pyre. I don't know why they're going to burn her. The barrowmen bury their family members in a burrow, obviously. So they send her away prematurely. The child was not to be, oh, we lost one of our kids. Yikes. So we gain 63 legitimacy, 300 piety, and we lose 35 stress, which is good because this last year has been very stressful. Thank Vermithor, we arrive home. Ruins of the Warg King's Castle. We get 7 diplomacy. We also need to educate our kids real quick. So we are going to educate Maegor. And we are going to have her be educated by not me, by her mother. I believe we will do that. So we are definitely in a position here on Sea Dragon Point to not only defend against Ironborn raids to help the Starks, but also to help the Mormonts with Wildling raiders, because many Frozen Shore, you know, the Walrus clans and the Elk clans like to raid Bear Island, which currently, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bearstone gets destroyed and becomes a ruin because of a Wildling raid. Just like Woodfoot Watch here does. It's a ruin. They both eventually get destroyed, and then Mormont Keep is the only major keep on the island. So maybe we can stop the invasion from happening. For some reason, the North Kingdom title hasn't been made, but the Kingdom of the North has been. Interesting. So we're going to see what events happen here. We could pay homage to our friend and Lord Stark. Also, we have one accolade that needs to be changed. It should be the Knight of the Ice Dragon. Knight of the Ice Dragon. Which is Alex, who is another member. Both of these, we have Vagon, who is wed to Emiria. And then we have Alex, who is our acclaimed knight. He's the Knight of the Ice Dragon. He's a disciplinarian and a tactician. We should probably find him a spouse. So here is a wandering... Yeah, we're gonna do that. A wandering Valyrian girl. She must have also escaped the doom and found her way to Westeros. Excellent. So hopefully we can kind of, I would like, in the future, one of the goals here is to create a new culture that blends the faith of the old gods and the 14 flames. I think that would be really cool. And hopefully it would, our wife falls pregnant, which is great. Hopefully it blends a little bit, of this here so they don't hate us all together. It's not as bad as it normally gets. Everybody's, you know, actually more positive than I'd think that they would be, which is really good. We're taking a big hit of approval because of the armor here, which we might actually just take off. Because we don't meet the requirements of the Drace armor. So I think we're actually going to do that. Probably give that back to our wife. Yep. Heroic Poacher. There's a lot of Valyrians around. Don't know why. Daeron is a poacher well known to my guards as he's evaded them for years. While I normally would have no issue delivering justice to one that has been a thorn in my guard's side for so long, how Daeron came into my guard's custody has even my harshest guards asking for mercy. A traveling merchant was held up by highwaymen, but he and his family only survived due to Daeron fighting off the bandits and escorting the family to safety. There he was apprehended by my guards. Even the merchant is offering a large sum for the man's safety. We could send him to the wall. A criminal with honor is what the watch needs. If he serves well, perhaps he will rise the ranks. Lord Walton Manderley. To hell with poaching, join us. How are you looking? You know what? The wall needs men like you. Promoted culture has happened, which is always good. So we're slowly expanding. We've had another daughter. Rhaenys Nykeorves. She is robust, quick, comely, and pure blood. We'll keep the name. We will have... Ooh. Okay, 1 second here. We're not going to educate you. Your mother will educate you. Wow, Rhaenys should be the one that marries, Maegor here. They're my family members. They'll be okay. I'm gonna quickly betroth Rhaenys here for the min-max, which normally I'm not a fan of, if I'm gonna be honest. Sounded like somebody just knocked on my window. That was crazy. In the deep places of the world, the peasants of Sea Dragon Point are a superstitious bunch, regularly coming to me with claims of sorcery, giants, and gods in disguise. The giants won, and sorcerers. There are blood sorcerers from Valyria. We should probably believe that one. The giants. I mean, we fought giants with Lord Stark, with King Stark, in the Night's Watch. We've seen them before. However, gods, maybe not. Usually I ignore such claims as theatrics, but this time they bring evidence. A jumble of bones and torn flesh fragments they insist was a recently elder washerwoman. We won't allow our people to be killed by creatures of the deep or of the woods. The locals insist that it is the work of a troll. Yes, we'll kill the beast ourselves. In deep places of the world, rabid death, the woods whisper gently as we trudge forward, holding my small party of retainers in a tight, shadowy embrace. I fancy it's just the wind, but some say trolls sing like the wind when alone. Several disappearances have happened near this clearing, making it a likely camp for the beast. At least, that's what the locals say. The first thing we see of the beast is it is tearing the throat out of a soldier to my left, a swift-moving ball of fur and teeth barely larger than a dog but faster than a plunging sword. A frenzied wolverine, a troll, not a troll, but our quarry still. Take death, you monster. We don't stand down. We end the wolverine. We're a wolverine slayer. We get 350 prestige. Social manipulation, one of our vassals here. He is starting to like us now, a bit more. Brenya still, Reynard still, Grissa still. The first time it happened, I barely even gave it a moment's notice, but my vassal, Lord Thuramold, has grown bolder. His challenge is no longer passing unnoticed among my vassals. He's the only vassal. He's testing my limits. The others are sure to follow unless I give him a taste of his own medicine. We'll give him tasks that are impossible to do, and he thinks twice before challenging us again, which is great. Also, are you any good at anything? We could actually make you... I would much rather have you be our admiral. So now you like us a little bit more. He has 610 men. 6 captains. Stark sworn swords are goated. By the way, that's the art from the A Song of Ice and Fire miniature war game. It's pretty good if anybody's into that. Winter Sun Ravagers. Okay, those are also Umber Ravagers, but for some reason they have Karstark art, which is actually pretty sick as well too. Those are must be new to one of the sub mods that I have. Dreadfort Impalers, Ironwood Spears. I think I've seen the Dreadfort Impalers before. Carhold, Stark Sworn Swords, Umbers, Winter Wolves. What about House Reed? Any Cranugs? Nope, just Ironwood Spears. Riders of the Rills is always good. Armored Footmen for House Fisher. I would like to expand Sea Dragon Point along the coastline. I would like to kind of get most of the frozen shore and just a little bit of House Slate's lands here. Just take Blackpool. If I could get Blackpool and then expand into the Shoney Shore, I think we'll become a pretty powerful and important vassal to the Starks. We're going to need to make a lot of cash from trading to rebuild our castle of Sea Dragon Point. It's going to be 388, but we have to be independent or of the Stark dynasty. I don't know how I feel about that. Rebuild the Warg King's castle. Maybe that could be a goal. A goal for us to get to. We do have a little bit of cash. We're not making anything. But I think... Can we build the dragon pit here? I don't think we can build a dragon pit. Let's see. I think we need to be dragon riding family to do that first, if I remember correctly. Anyways. Diplomacy perk available. Obviously going to grab part of the family. And then we want groom to rule, and then we can switch off to either stewardship or marshal. I think it would be pretty ahaha funny if we invade and raid. A spy has been discovered. Garrus. So one of our captains is a spy. He doesn't like us at all. Who sent you? Wildling exposed that he was spying on Lord Ryan of House Madden. And where is that at? He's a mountain clansman, okay. They really don't like me. So we could banish him. We can be merciful. He's a pretty shit captain, if I'm gonna be honest with you. We could execute him for being a spy. Can we send him to the wall? We can imprison him, and then I think we can send him to the wall. So we will imprison him. A brewing troublemaker, Maegor, as rowdy. Never a dull moment. Good job. Ill in our own mortal body. Do no more than is necessary. Excellent work. Reduce symptoms is always good. Aegon Targaryen has taken disguise onto Nessarion. I don't think this is the Aegon. Right, so if I remember correctly... Yeah, so there's Daenerys the Dreamer still along. So we still have a few... There's another Aegon that's gonna come after this, so... I don't know how I feel about that. Robert Oakes of House Oakes is a courtier of King Jorah, so he would come to Winterfell. He spends most of his time in a brothel. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say no to that, and I'm gonna ask if you'll do it. So he has married an Umber, and he has Prince Doran Stark. However, he's kind of ugly. Is that a bastard? No, how did he get homelit? Right, so if I come here, we're gonna offer you a ward. Would you like to take Maegor under your wing? I don't know if you're the greatest man to teach my kid. I think Alaric is a better guy to teach my kid. Let's do that. Let's start getting some ties here with the Starks a little bit more. So Maegor is going to be educated by Prince Alaric Stark. One of our wives is pregnant again. Our ward sets out. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. We're not ill anymore, which is great. Too few captains. Okay, he safely arrived. The Ulrics. A messenger arrived at my court today with a request for aid in dealing with some rather troublesome herds of Ulrics. We'll hunt. The Ulrics have been grazing near a route used by locals and traders. Normally this would be no problem as long as there was enough distance kept between them. However, things have changed. The locals informed me that a group of poachers tried to attack the herd and failed. Left an impression on the large bull of the herd. The bull must go. He's only trying to protect it. Yeah. Beast had to be killed several times by my mounted men before oh shit. Okay, so we failed at killing the bull who was just protecting the herd. And a few of our men probably get wounded from that. So we have converted more faith of Sea Dragon's Point here. 22% Westerosi Valyrian. Oh wait, no, the faith, yeah, they've completely converted to the faith, which is good. Yeah, so we have this guy. We'll negotiate your release. You're gonna go. You don't get to decline that. You know that, right? So that's one thing in this mod that I wish was not how it worked. You're my prisoner. If I want to send you to the fucking watch, I will send you to the watch, and you won't do anything against that. We're executing him. We're gonna burn him with dragonfire. If you refuse to go to the wall, you'll be executed. So we have our tutor educating kids, which is always good. Yeah, of course. We've had our second son. I think we're gonna name him Maegor. I will educate the second son here. Complications, reduce fertility for 1 year after childbirth. That's okay. She didn't die. I don't have a crown, so there's no reason for me to get that prompt right now. We've been invited to Lord Glover's feast. Of course, we're gonna attend that. We're just gonna take flight. Actually, it's pretty close. I'm not gonna spend that much money on that. We're just gonna take flight. Lord Holen Whitehill. Right, so we also quickly want to change this to befriend, of course. Once again, we'll try and befriend Lord Mormont. Gain a level of fame, which is great. So this is Lord Holen Whitehill and Lord Glover. Lady Glover comes to talk to us. Take the opinion gain. We don't need any hooks. This is our king, Jorah Stark. Lord Mundrell. What a good even-in. We grow closer to gaining friendship there. Lord Ned Flint. I really don't want to take the hit there. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself in deep conversation with my witless fellow vassal, Lord Ned. He inquires about my opinion of the blessings of family, a subject he is deeply interested in. We can take the stress, I think. We made a friend with Lord Ned Flint, which is always good. Poland Whitehill. Here to King Glover. Or not King Glover, to Lord Glover. And we'll lose pretty much all the stress that we gain from making a friend, which is good. Go ahead and finish the feast there. And fly back home. Scheme at court. Somebody is trying to kill our Castellan, which is not good. We're gonna come here to intrigue. We're gonna redouble the guards. Come here to make sure you're on disrupt. Yes. Continue to be on assist ruler. Our second spouse here. Also, we should try to, so we've made her a lover. Start romancing her. We'll win a... Wife is pregnant again, which is good. And we'll grab Groom to Rule, and we will leave diplomacy here. And I think it makes sense to go to Wealth Focus, so we can go down to Architect. Do get Groom to Rule, which is good. Gonna compliment our taste. We will not let our people suffer from the blizzard. We're gonna come to our court chaplain and fabricate a claim here on Blackpool. Try and cut in. Yikes, we fair that, or we no longer wounded. We did fail that little, thing there. Harith. He's intelligent and a thrifty clerk. He has 22. Come on in. Join my court. We've had another daughter. We're gonna name her Emma as well. After her mother. And we will come to Emma and educate her. Have you educate her. So we have 2 sons, 3 daughters. So I think we will come here to Daenerys. So if we do matrilineal, there's Maegor Valyrian. He's 15 years older than her. Not too big on that, if I'm gonna be honest. However, we would get an alliance with Driftmark. He does follow the 14 Flames. Holy shit, Aurelian's not dead yet? It's the Lord Vaemon Valerian. You know what? I think we're gonna do this betrothal. Because he'll make his way up here since we're doing it matrilineally. Lord Vaemond Valerian. That was his son. There's Daemon Valerian, who's married to his Scales. Helena and Elena. Okay, interesting. Tending to the heart tree. We're not gonna damage. It's again, Lady Emma. Do you have another? How could you say such a thing? I would never take a lover. Genuinely upset. I'm gonna take it at his word. We're coming for you. And we failed the romance scheme on that. Crazy. We'll have to do that again. Our wife is pregnant again. Neighboring ruler won a war. Lord Glover, a noble woman from Alpine Hold, tried to take the lordship of Alpine. Okay. We've been going for almost an hour here. So we were born in Oros, by the way. We're gonna do the personal guard. Thank you, my wife. All of the Grey Downs could be ours. We're pretty ambitious here. It's allied to the Manderleys, the Talharts. 9,400 men compared to our... Well, we have a dragon. We kind of only want Blackpool, if I'm going to be honest. However, it's very ambitious for us to try and press that. I think we'll get all of it, but we'll only press the claim on the Blackpool for now. We've had Valar, our third son. I'm going to keep that name. I will educate the boy. We've had twins, both of them daughters. We like to see. Bela and Reyna. I'm okay with both of those names. We'll have both of them get educated here, not by me. I have wives to do that. May our daughters grow strong. So, they're allied to the Manderleys through marriage, and through marriage. Wowzer. Right, so yeah, so they outnumber us pretty good there. 11,000 men. When did we get mangonels? I think we do it. To end the episode off with a banger here. Obviously, with us leading, we're not going to call... We could call our ally here Vaymond. It's going to take a very long time for them to get up here. I kind of don't want to do that. Complications following childbirth. Oh, yeah, also... So, let's not let my wives fight in battle. Okay, we're not gonna do that. I don't care about other people. No, even you, Amiria, we're not gonna let that happen. I know I'm gonna get a hit off of the captain effectiveness, but I think we'll be able to take Blackpool here pretty quickly. We might be able to end this fight here. Oh, they beat us. That's okay. We'll go get the defender bonus. So we'll probably lose that battle. Will we probably lose this? Defending in hills, he has more commander traits. I mean, I guess the only thing we can really do is kind of full send it here. See what happens. Changed up the commander. They outnumber us a lot. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Who was slain? Oh, our maester... What? Was he slain in battle or something? He died of heart failure, okay. We'll have Harris come here. Yikes, we might have been a little bit too ambitious here, guys. Might have to call some allies in. You know what, we'll call the Valyrians in. We'll defend Sea Dragon's Watch. Oh, it looks like we just lost this war completely here, unless we... What do you mean we'll probably lose? How do we lose this? Alright, so I've been micromanaging this war for a little bit because the game keeps lagging, and Aenor, King Aenor, has died. And Vermithrax is riderless. The massive dragon there. Slow-owned dragon. Vermithrax. There's Balerion. The Carps! Stop wasting my time on the matters of fish. I think we're gonna siege this out here. Hopefully, every time I've completed the siege of Blackpool, the game has crashed. So hopefully the game doesn't crash again. We need a good steward here. Put our caravan master to do that. And... keep working on taxes. We might have to break off here. So we'll station besiegers. And we're gonna come and break the siege here of Aldenstand, which is a castle that we finished building. I'm gonna change the name of that, obviously. So our guy got imprisoned. We don't have enough money, or the enemy just won't accept that right now. Hopefully they don't kill him for being a follower of old Valyria. That would really suck. I'm gonna go ahead and grab defensive measures. And march down south here. See if the game lags after the siege is completed here. Death of a Dragon Rider. Dragonlord Rogar the Hulk. Orenbar. Rovax is a wild dragon. How did he die? Sacrificed to the gods, to his old gods. Come up here, intercept the Tall Hearts. They're just faster than us. The Valyrian guys, I called them in, and then they just didn't come. So I wonder if the game just didn't call them in. No, yeah. So the game just didn't call them in. I bought some mercenaries for the time being, just to help us in the war. We gotta go and break the siege quickly. Get there just in time. Princess Elena Targaryen has taken Vermithax. Sweet. Take the 3,000 men, break the siege. We capture Lord Slate. We're gonna enforce the demands there. Disband our troops, and then the Slates do stay here. Oh wait, that's not the Slates. Well, the Slates do stay. They become our vassal. So Sea Dragon Point has expanded. We just turned them into vassals. We now have a truce on them. He hates our guts. I would like to start swaying it so he doesn't hate our guts. He's infirm. We killed his oldest son in battle too. Actually, I think we'll start swaying him instead. So, oh, we can't sway him because he's a child. We're going to cancel that. Somebody is still trying to kill our castellan. We're going to pay the ransom for Lord Talhart. Or accept the ransom for Lord Talhart. And then we're going to come to... Ned Flint is one of our friends. And one of our council members taken prisoner. This guy is a terrible spy master. Yeah. Shayna, come and do that. So Alex is alive. I feel like, we're missing somebody. We need to send for a maester from the Citadel as well. Our old maester died. We are the Chancellor of the North. It's cool. There's a hunchback, a Meersh hunchback. That's right, Vagon. We gotta free Vagon before they execute him. We're gonna pay his ransom of 10 to the Manderleys. We're gonna come to these prisoners here. And I feel like we're gonna release almost all of these guys. I don't feel like killing them. We're gonna wait for the full amount there. A30. We're actually gonna mass ransom here. New Maester of Sea Dragon Point, Arton. He's half blind. You can do the job here, buddy. Whoa, you demanded a tribal like a combat. I was gonna accept that. Scheme at court. Vagon is scheming against our castle in Edric. Is it because he took your job? You're gonna get your job back anyways, buddy. The last thing that I would like to do is assign better... Negotiate with a ransom, yes. The king has invited us on a hunt, which I would like to attend. We have 2 prisoners left, or 3 prisoners left. Timothy Tiber is actually pretty goated. We will like you to join us. Ronald Hornwood, you're free to go, my man. And Brandon, we're recruiting you. New acquisitions during the daily acquisitions of our realm. This dwarf came. Try and give me a book, please. And then see what book we got. We need a worthy successor to the Knight of the Ice Dragon. Vagon, it'll be you, I suppose. The one-eyed. So we recruited some people. There's a loyalist faction against us, but I'm gonna divvy up our new vassals real quick to some loyal people, and I'll be back in a moment. Actually, the longer I thought about it, I've decided I'm not gonna depose any of these northerners from their ancestral claims. I'm just not gonna do that. I think it fits. The Starks invited us here. They accepted us. It's not fair that we depose many of these people here. I'm gonna give my wife back her ancestral armor, though. However, she can't benefit from it. Not cool. Yeah. We're gonna attend the hunt here. If we take flight, we might be... Nope, we're not gonna arrive in time. So... Oh, I think the game might crash. Nope, we're good. Looks like this new update is a little unstable. Raise a glass to our wife, Lady Emma. Of course, we're gonna do that. Okay. We're lagging some more. We're at 55 minutes here. I think we're at a good point to call this episode here. Little entry. We slayed a troll, which turned out to not be a troll. So that was fun. Of course, we're gonna use our Dragon in War. Gonna train for a tournament real quick. Hopefully we can get strong. We just get +1 prowess. Love that. Agree to become a commander. So right now we're not a commander for Ned. Or not Ned. Forget, this isn't Ned. For King Jorah Stark. We have expanded Sea Dragon Point here, which is always good. And we didn't dispel the slates from their land, however we did kill their son, but that's alright. If you guys have any suggestions or like what you saw, or any suggestions, comments, anything that you guys would like to see on the channel, leave them in the comment section. If you're new and you like what you see, please, you know, like, comment, or subscribe there. I would love to get to 500 subscribers before the end of the year, and if we can get that, then I can, you know, put more time into YouTube and continue making content for you guys. If you guys would like to see any games, other games on the channel, let me know. If not, holy shit, we have a lot of kids. Are these all educated? I think they are. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything else other than CK3 on the channel, let me know. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.